Good morning, welcome to the Theology channel. Today I have a 1/1 scale version of the UNSC Mako class Corvette. It was built by me. I'm still working on it, need to add a couple details here and there. There's some space inside of the vessel that actually needs to be filled up, and I don't know what to fill it with. So if you guys have any ideas on that when I get to that section, put them down in the comments below, and I will happily integrate some of those, and I'll give credit where credit is due as far as that goes. So, if you've never seen a Mako class Corvette, it wouldn't surprise me. It's one of the lesser known ship types in Halo. Actually, 343 and Bungie don't have any official art on it. They've brought it up in, I think 343 brought it up in the Fall of Reach. So we know that it's a real ship type, but its armament is never discussed. Its overall shape is. However, its length is also not given. So I made this similar to the, what was the other Corvette type that I was looking at? Oh, well, I forget. Either I made this similar scale to one of their other Corvettes. Is roughly 150 meters long. I think the official length that it ended up being was 157, 160, something like that. Anyways, exterior overview. It was kind of hard to find the bridge on the actual model, so what I did is I tucked the bridge down up front here. You can see there's a little bit of a window here and going into the bridge, but it doesn't really take away from the look of that very clear stripe. And then I obviously have the front port, or the front view there. This is running a standard Mac as its primary weaponry. Got a camera for it there. And I got 2 rocket pods on either side. I have 6 Vulcans and then the main cannons that are featured, and they're very apparent. The main reason I didn't use any point defense cannons from a Halo mod pack or whatever is because honestly with the point defense cannons, they're just straight up not good enough. For them to be effective, they have to have a larger rate of fire, or they have to deal a little bit more damage than they do. And I really wanted this to both be a replica, as in it looks awesome because it's from Halo, but I also wanted it to be a functional ship because I like building functional things. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, on the tour, the Mako features this very distinctive sort of ridge in the hull, actually, that just sort of recedes back a little bit before you move on to the next section, which because everything's just level until you go very back. There's this little bulge on the bottom. There's another little bit of a ridge up there. It's got some hangar bays, and actually that's the area that I don't know how to fill, is the hangar bays, because these bays, let me show you, they're barely bigger than the character. So to make it a proper hangar, I would have to have extremely small ships, which is honestly unrealistic in the game. I can't really make a ship that small that's halfway decent. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting a working guided missiles mod and having these all basically be like pop open missile launchers. That would be a interesting little bit, and I think it would work well with the sort of aesthetic that it's already got going on. Anyways, moving on. On the Mako, and actually a lot of UNSC ships, it's got sort of these armor panels that are like positioned away from the hull. So I kind of did that here. I even have this little bit that's completely away from the hull. Why are those spotlights off? One second, let me hop into a control panel that's readily available on this conveniently placed Gatling turret. What spotlights? They're all off. What the heck, bruh? Spotlights on. There you go. Now you can get the little bit of extra detail. And so this is what it looks like when the lights are actually on. Now I wanted to add a little bit of extra detail because using the lights, I should say, because it just looks very nice, very clean, very wondrous, futuristic, if you will. Don't know what caused that. Gonna have to look into that and fix that, because it's only on the one side, so I'm guessing that it's like some artificial damage or whatever. And it's off in the distance you can see another one. I was doing target practice with the Mac. Anyways, and moving on to the back, we have these large engines, a little bit of engine pods. I didn't know exactly what these were for, so I just slapped some engines on them, and I'm quite happy with the look that they bring. Overall, this ship is very layered. It's got quite a bit of armor everywhere, even though this is light armor. In some areas is up to 6 blocks thick of light armor, and that's the reason why I did it, is because I knew that some areas they were just going to be in a way that it would be super awkward to fill with anything useful, so I'd want to just layer armor upon armor upon armor. Anyways, enough of that. Moving inside of the ship. Oh, and also, I don't know if you guys saw, but it does have laser antennas, should you want to use those. In this area, I kind of wanted to have little fold-up shields here, but I decided against it. It is very bright interior because I couldn't figure out what to do. So anyways, we got these nice little bits of staircase. I was thinking that went down more. Anyways, let's go up, and then I'll take you to the command bridge, last or second to last. I don't know which yet. Okay, you can just jet up here. And this is the inside of the little bit of a hangar bay, the area that I said I didn't know how to fill. Here's the inside of that. There's a lot of conveyor tubes. Let's just jump down here since we don't take fall damage. And then the rest of the hangar bay. Again, lots of conveyor tubes everywhere. Take these stairs down. They lead to the engineering and cargo storage area. Go to the engineering bay. Or I should say the reactor room. I like these large, super bulky doors, because it makes it seem very, like this is a super critical area. If anyone gets in here unauthorized, it's like a huge deal. Especially with all the caution tape all over. Oh, wait. No, go back open. I forgot to talk about this. I do have the power lines. Let's just jet up here. I do have the power lines throughout this area. Mainly on the corners of the reactors leading to the rest of the ship, because I thought it looked nice. It really gives just another little thing to look at. I didn't want to go hog wild and put power lines everywhere, but I did want to have a couple of them, and so that's what I did. Close that now. Yeah. And then what I did with the cargo is pretty obvious. I just layered cargo containers next to each other, and then I piped them up additionally because I can. And then here it takes us to the crew quarters. There's not much here, and there's only 2 crew quarters that seat 2, or that fit 2 crew per side, so a total of 4 crew. The assumption here is that you're already on shifts and that everyone can share. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't know where else to put them, and under here sort of fits. I'll show you where they are on the outside in a moment. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out where else to put some more crew quarters. And if I made them any bigger, it would have interfered with a couple of my designs that I wanted. Oh, I remember why I did that, so it wasn't so awkward. So that actually goes nowhere. I don't know, exercise maybe? So the side stairs go down to the crew quarters, as I just showed you. This middle stair, then this is the super exciting, super fun part. It goes to the bridge, and then if you continue it down, you get this empty little space. How lovely. I wanted this, oh yeah, and gravity generator down there. I wanted this area to be a rec area, but I didn't want to put the mods in just yet. And also, the more that I'm thinking about it, I might just make this like a CIC area, just box it in using blast armor, like 3 layers on the front, 2 layers on the sides, and then have a couple LCD panels displaying critical information or whatever. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Okay, so now onto the bridge. You know, it's a nice little sign. Yay! So as I showed you, and a nice little bit of a window that's in the little slant thing. He's got plenty of seats for all your buddies. Not that you really have a lot. But here's the anti-infantry. If you, so I'll just hit the button and then you'll be able to see. It completely blocks the in and out of the bridge. The reason I did that is because, like I said, this is supposed to be a kind of a little bit functional ship, and it's gonna have a anti-boarding procedure, and I really didn't want to spread interior turrets everywhere because those are kind of annoying to deal with. So I just stuck with this. I might add some interior turrets in the future designs. Like I said, I'm still tweaking it, still working on it. But yeah, this is it. Accelerates decently, stops not as decent, but still fair. And as you can see, I've been shooting the sister ship over there a little bit. And let's see if we can actually hit something with this next round. Boom. And I know that I hit the thruster, but for whatever reason, super solid blocks don't want to get damaged. And let's actually hammer another shot to the front. I already shot there earlier. And one thing that I'm going to show you real quick is that this ship is pretty good with ramming. So if you accidentally collide, I mean, there's so much armor in the front there. As you can see, we lost the Mac, the camera, and nothing else. There's just layers upon layers. I think there's 6 layers up there, not 5. I said there's 5 in the thickest place. I think there's actually 6. Now, there might be somewhere on the ship that's 7, but I doubt it. But yeah, I haven't done a official ship v ship test on this yet. Mainly because I largely play Space Engineers alone because I don't have anyone else to play with. If you would like to help me do a test of this ship and a couple of my other future projects, hit me up in the comments. It would be greatly appreciated. Other than that, I think that I'll conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you liked it, smash that like button. If you would like me to do more replica-esque ships, like maybe I don't know, Intrepid from Star Trek or whatever. Especially some of those less known ships, I would really love to do some replicas of those. So I know the Intrepid not really a good one for that because everyone knows Voyager. But either way, let me know what you'd like to see, and I will see you guys in the next video. Fly safe.